hablar sobre esta primera. Yo voy a presentar. Good evening to everyone who is watching us today. We are Cristel, Gabriela, Calderón, and Jairo Palomeque, and today we are going to talk about our second tutorial about our topic strategies for teaching English as a second language in public secondary schools and their effect on student motivation. Our variables are the strategies used by teachers, which is the independent variable, and our dependent variable, the effects they have on students. And our research question is, how do teaching strategies affect the motivation of secondary students? Just to remember.
Okay. The context of the participants is how English is being taught in classroom in the public sector and how students are involved in their learning and what teachers are doing to influence their motivation and performance. Our population is focused on third grade of secondary students. An example is convenience or opportunity sampling.
The instruments that we choose are the observation, specifically the Talos observation scheme, and the agreement scale questionnaires. We decided to choose these two instruments thinking about our independent and our dependent variable. With the observation, obviously, we want to uh, find the behavior of the teacher and their relationship with the students and the strategies that he or she implemented in the classroom. And the questionnaire, because we want to know specifically the thoughts of the students.
Okay, our first instrument is agreement questionnaire scales. This is based on our dependent variable that talks about motivation, and tools will be efficient to implement the agreement questionnaire scale to know how it's going the motivation of the students. Okay, the general characteristic of our instrument consists of a series of statements, all of which are related to a particular target. Okay, respondents are asked to indicate the extent to which they agree or disagree with these items by marking one of the responses ranking from strongly agree to disagree, strongly disagree, sorry. The question characteristic is that the observed writes different statements with a particular target in each one, rating them from strongly agree to strongly disagree. The question organization is there is an specific organization in this instrument actually. The answer characteristics are the response choose a target with feels more identified. And the answer organization is that after the scale has been administered, each response option is assigned a number for scoring purposes. Strongly disagree is a 1 and strongly disagree is a 5. And this is our example to our first instrument.
And for the second instrument, as we said before, is the observation, the Talos observation scheme. This is for our independent variable, which are the strategies that the teacher used in the classroom, because we want to observe the class and the development of this. And the general characteristic of this instrument, according to Ullman and Jiva, consists of two parts. The first one is a real-time and low interference checklist, which means that We want to observe at the moment what is happening in the classroom. Well, the second part is the observation scheme. The question characteristic, the observer writes categories in the table and provides ratings on a scale of up to 5 points, from the lowest to the highest. The question organization, there is no specific organization on the order, but if you want to have a good methodology uh, to determine an order, um, to keep in mind the chronology of the class, you need to keep in mind that. The answer characteristic, they contain no words, only numbers from 1 to 5. And the answer organization, rating from lowest to highest, as we said before. The number 1 is the lowest and the number 5 is the highest rating. And this is our instrument. We did it by ourselves, but we took as a guide the table that Ullman and Jiva made in their research. Obviously, we are going to add more evaluations, but this is a little bit of our example. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching us and hope to see you later.
Bye.